2019 Lincoln Nautilus car review. The latest Lincoln to shed its ill-considered MK whatever nomenclature for the actual model name will be the MKX midsize crossover, which can be rechristened the Nautilus for 2019. Beyond the name change, the model also turns into a new look along with a new base engine. The good points of 2019 Lincoln Nautilus: smooth ride, decent steering, quiet and responsive engines. The bad points of 2019 Lincoln Nautilus: more relaxed and engaging, unspectacular interior. The Continental as well as the Navigator may grab the headlines. Even so, the MKX may be the brand's best-selling model, which implies the Nautilus would have been a key player inside lineup. It hopes to enjoy some of the reflected glamour of the company's higher wattage siblings once you get your front end that adopts the most up-to-date Lincoln grille design. The entire fascia is redone with new headlamps and available full adaptive lighting, a whole new hood, and restyled front fenders. The rear lighting treatment minimizing bumper and addition have been tweaked, and turbine-style wheels a lot like those seen for the Navigator are newly available. The substantive changes are chiefly in the hood. The previous base engine, a 3.7-liter V6, has become broomed simply a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline 4. Horsepower drops from 303 to 250, but torque nudges up from 278 lb-ft to 280, the complete complement coming to 3,000 revolutions per minute instead of 4,000. The saving grace, however, is amongst the new 8-speed automatic, obtaining the wider ratio squatch compared to previous 6-speed. Despite the horsepower reduction, the powertrain is perfectly adequate and well-mannered. The Turbo 4's throttle solution is linear, the gearbox is perfectly happy to downshift, as well as the engine is barely audible in the majority of circumstances. The EPA's fuel economy estimates climb by 4 miles per gallon inside city to 21 miles per gallon with front-wheel drive. The highway remains 25 miles per gallon. With all-wheel drive, each .0 TS estimates are 20 miles per gallon city and 25 highway, up from 16-23 miles per gallon using the V6. The Lincoln still can't quite equal the Volvo XC60 T5 or perhaps the Audi Q5 in this particular department, however. The step-up engine is again a twin-turbocharged 2.7-liter V6, which still spins out a hearty 335 horsepower and 380 lb-ft. It adds $2,070 towards the bottom line and is particularly available on all however the base models. It, too, now pairs through an 8-speed automatic, and a happy combination. This engine is strong but not particularly characterful, it's a mostly silent runner competent at serious shove when asked. The 2.7-liter does see an uptick in fuel economy, using the EPA now predicting 18 miles per gallon city and 27 around the highway with front-wheel drive, a growth of 2 miles per gallon within the highway and 18.25 with 4-driven wheels, each a 1 mile per gallon increase. Both the 2.0-liter along with the 2.7-liter examples we drove had all-wheel drive. That's a $2,495 upcharge with either engine. Even if you don't live inside Snowbelt, we'd recommend it for the 2.7-liter, as our previous experience inside MKX achievable engine is that it suffers serious torque steer when powering just the front wheels. New bushings and adaptive dampers on all Nautilus models seek to improve ride comfort. Reserve and Black Label trim levels go for selectable driving modes, Comfort, Normal, and Sport, which affect the damping as well as the steering weight. Somewhat strangely, those settings are tied to your gear selection, D or S, chosen via Lincoln's vertically stacked buttons, but at the least you don't have to reselect them anytime you turn the vehicle on. Comfort mode doesn't provide you with the body control, roll or elsewhere, that we'd prefer. Most buyers probably will not venture out of normal mode, which we found taut enough to help keep from getting queasy on winding mountain roads yet capable to provide a blissful ride within the freeway. Sport appeared to firm up the suspension only slightly, but it really does conserve the steering. The default setting isn't overboosted, surprising, perhaps, for just a luxury crossover with zero sporting pretensions, though the added little effort in sport mode offers extra measure of confidence in a very commendably precise system. For those who'd rather allow the computers grab the wheel, lane centering assist is a whole new option. This system allows brief intervals of hands-free driving, therefore it may be used if the standard adaptive cruise control is engaged. It does a rather good job on well-marked freeways yet still is not as good just as one alert human driver. Other taxi driver aids are evasive steering assist and post-collision braking. Meanwhile, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and automated emergency braking are typically standard fare. The roomy interior environs are generally carried over from that surrounding the MKX. The chief difference could be the move to an electronic digital gauge cluster, a 12.3-inch unit that's standard through the lineup. The second display, the touchscreen within the center of the dashboard, is just an 8.0-inch unit. That's small with this class, although its simplicity is commendable usual for most current Ford products, as they are that of the knobs and switches below. While the decor didn't push the envelope even though it was unveiled in 2015, Lincoln is providing some interesting color on trim selections built beyond the usual gray and beige. Most are portion of the Black Label series, which returns with 3 design themes: Chalet off-white leather with dark brown accents and silver wood trim, Gala deep maroon leather with black accents and aluminum trim, and thoroughbred black leather with brown accents and Chilean maple wood trim. More than just a trim level, Black Label models such as a range of perks, including free car washes, annual detailing, and memberships inside a restaurant club, the Culinary Collection, and also the Avis President's Club. Black Label models, however, aren't available at all dealers. No more than a quarter of Lincoln's nearly 800 outlets carry them. Meanwhile, all Lincoln buyers get free pickup and delivery for service and also a 6-month membership and clear 12 months for Black Label buyers, that permits access to expedited security lanes at airports and elsewhere. In Lincoln's Take a Look at Luxury, customer contouring augments a cost-cutting driving experience. While the Nautilus isn't as grandiose because the Continental or even the Navigator, this mainstream model burnishes its credentials as being a quiet, comfy crossover.